guys? Name is Tyler, aka Nanogenix, and today we're over here on the JP side of Dokkan with the EZA Golden Freeza. When I got that knocked out this morning, and I used to meme a work buddy about this guy a ton. Me and another work buddy used to meme one of our other work friends about using this guy because he would try and use him as much as he could. And this was even before like Resurrected Warriors and before a lot of the teams that he is somewhat of a staple on. And now with this Extreme Z Awaken is very much so a staple on. We would meme him and he was trying to fit him in all these teams, and then eventually once he got added to some categories, I kind of came around too, and I ended up rainbowing him. So usually we would rainbow these units in these videos because, like, a good example is Teq Beerus. That unit really wasn't that usable until it was Extreme Z Awaken, and now he's like one of the better units in the entire game. So it's like this sort of huge comeback for these units. So I usually rainbow them in the video. Well, my Golden Freeza is already rainbowed. Yes, we used to meme one of my work buddies about using this guy all the time, and here I am making a video over this guy, and we're gonna probably praise him a decent amount because what they did with him, he was already pretty good, and now he's even better. So with that said, let's actually get hopped into today's video. Let's get started. So as I said, he is already rainbowed, he's already ready to go. Super Teq 15 out of 15. Again, another unit that's been around for so long. I mean, this unit's coming up on being almost 3 years old, so I had enough of him because I never Baba shopped the dupes I had of him, so I had enough of him to literally Super Teq 5 another Golden Freeza, awaken him, and then feed him into this one, so that way we're able to do Super Teq 15 out of 15 without harming any Kais at all. Right, so it's worth keeping your dupes. If you've been playing this game for a long time, it is absolutely worth keeping your dupes. So I remember this guy a long time ago though. We went with 9 additional 70 critical. In case you've not seen what this guy can do, once he's Extreme Z Awakened, he's Tech type key plus 3 HP, attack, and defense plus 120%. And yes, that is just Tech type, not extreme, not super. He literally is a 120 lead for all Tech types. Like, it's just crazy how much these units are having this sort of huge sort of comeback, and the fact that this is still essentially a meta that you can run and use him with. He does immense damage to enemy and massively lowers defense. His passive though is where he kind of gets a little bit different here. So no matter what, he's getting an attack up of 80%, but if you're above 50% HP, damage received is minus 80%, plus an additional attack plus 50% and damage received minus 50% when HP is 49% or below, is what you're seeing there. So he got a pretty decent buff here, because before, if you'd get, you know, under the threshold, he was kind of useless, right? Like if you hopped into SBR with this guy and you started your next rotation, because of course his passive procs at the beginning of the rotation, and he wasn't at that 50% or above, then this guy was almost useless, right? He was going to take super attacks just like anyone else. As a matter of fact, maybe worse than some others, right? So anyway, this guy got a pretty solid buff here from his Extreme Z Awaken. Now his stats, we back out of here, you'll notice his stats aren't quite as insane as, say, the actual full power Frieza, and I feel like that's probably just because full power Frieza, they didn't change much on him, realistically speaking. So his statistical boost was probably more than enough to make him even that much better, right? Like this Frieza still had they both really had a pretty good decent spot. Basically what I was trying to say is that full power Frieza's EZA mainly focused on a stat boost, whereas Golden Freeza, they focus less on the stat boost and more on changing a lot of his kit. That's pretty much all I was trying to say. I was getting lost in the weeds there. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of this, and then we might switch it up, but we'll see how this goes. So we should be able to take enough damage to where we can actually get Golden Frieza's passive to proc pretty easily here, since we're taking 2 AGI meta coolers. Now basic attacks, they still tank pretty well, but when it comes to pretty much anything else, they don't. So let's keep it like this. If we keep it like this, then basically what will happen here is that Teq Golden Freeza will come back around and will be on a rotation with a good support unit, and also linking up pretty well with the full power Frieza. Now another unit that I think will sort of mimic what they did with full power Frieza is Super Vegito. So Super Vegito is already still a really good unit, right? Like the only time he really gets a downfall is when he takes a super attack, because that man can't really take a super attack for anything, but a stat boost alone would bring that guy up back to another level. I mean, he was a unit that was ahead of himself, kind of like LR Gohan. LR Gohan sucks in the sense of his aesthetics, right? The card looks fine, but no one really likes the super attack, and can you really blame them now with everything that we've seen so far? Especially when you look at Hit, who has a very similar animation, but it's just not quite on that level. Oh, okay, this is nice, this is what we want. So we're gonna do this. I really don't want you to get off super attack, so we're gonna do this, and we do this right here, and then this right here. Boom, we should be good. That should get us, we should take enough damage here, I would think, from Frieza. If he's super taxes, we will anyway. he doesn't super tag us, then Metacooler out here with type disadvantage, showing why he's one of the better units in the game. That's freaking ridiculous. Anyway, Super Vegeta though, I do think they will probably not do too much to his kit, and mainly just give him a stat boost. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see what they actually end up doing. That's just sort of what I imagine will happen with him. Never mind. I'm kidding. We too good out here. We too good out here. All right, first rotation up. Here we go. Teq Golden Freeza, pretty much linked up as well as he can be. His main attack link here that you're gonna get on this particular team is Universe's Most Malevolent. That's pretty much as you're gonna get. I mean, yeah, dude, look at him. He's a beast, dude. He's a beast. He's out here. Well, he's not keeping up full power Frieza. Full power Frieza is a little bit gross too, but actually, he did more damage to full power Frieza. Actually, but yeah, that is ultimately what I think they'll do with Super Vegeta once he drops. But you know, we'll wait. We'll see. Now then, though, for the reason why we're actually, hey, look, we're actually #1 right now. That won't last for too long. Our boy Truth, I'm sure, will go off eventually. But I guess since it's still early morning, we out here number one on the friends list, baby. That's what I'm talking about. But yes, Universe's Most Malevolent is the primary sort of attack link. He also has Super God Combat, but he shares that with the other Golden Freezes, so it's not possible to run them together. He also shares that with, I think, some Gokus and some Vegetas, so you would ultimately sacrifice Universe's Most Malevolent to then get Super God Combat, but also probably lose some way in your leader ability or something, right? It wouldn't, you know, I guess you could make some team where there's a Goku and a Vegeta that just get absolutely, like, I could bring Goku and Vegeta on this team and they just get absolutely nothing from being here. But I don't really know why you'd want to do that. It would just be, I guess you're just trying stuff out. Ultimate tanking ability. What are we gonna take here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because this guy is a boss, dude. He's absolutely ridiculous. It is actually wild how cool this unit is now. We out here today. We are absolutely out here today. Of course, Metacooler not having too much of an attack stat until he's been attacked several times. Once he gets fully buffed out, man, he's an easy 2 mil plus. Easy. Plus, I mean, look at this. He has type disadvantage right now on an EZA. Granted, he has category advantage, but still, and is tanking incredibly well. Like, Metacooler, it's actually insane how good Metacooler is. Yeah, no, we're gonna do this. Do this, and then we'll let you have a little bit of fun, and then we won't let you have any fun, and we might be able to, maybe, if he'll super tag me. Super tag me. Do it. Thank you. This should do 150, 160. I feel like you just got super tagged last time. Yeah, 160,000. And then these should all do a little bit more now too. Yes. Full power Frieza actually will probably take a little bit of damage as well. No, never mind. I'm kidding. He won't. It's wild. It's wild out here. All right, let's do this. Well, let's do this. Yeah, this is where it's at right here. This is absolutely where it's at right here. Boom, and then sure, this is probably GG. We're not lasting another round. I'll load up on something a little bit different here. Just want to do this EZA because we were out here today, and it's actually a Wicked Bloodline. So this EZA is literally the bonus is to do Wicked Bloodline. So it's like a match made in heaven for making this video, essentially. Also, if you guys are enjoying today's video so far, you're not done so yet, you might consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining the #NanoFam today. You might also consider slapping that like button. Can we do, we're Golden Teq Freeza on the comeback. Again, he was already a pretty good unit, but still. Can we do 3,000 likes on today's video? 3,000 likes, maybe? A little bit. We actually did last another round. Okay. Well, in that case, it's really, there's really no way, because of his way his passive works. There's no way to not get off a super tech there. So I guess let's do this. We maybe, if he doesn't, nah, I feel like full power Frieza is gonna finish this off no matter what. I don't think there's any way that he doesn't. Never mind. Full power Frieza is so ridiculous, man. So absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let me load up on something a little bit different here. So I was actually kidding. Never mind. I've actually been testing this unit for probably since I last cut, maybe an hour. And dude, this unit is wild. So one thing to note for sure is that he definitely doesn't put up the numbers that you're typically used to. Of course he's going to transform. You're typically used to from, say, like you know, the other EZAs or some of just the crazy stuff that we see anymore. But the thing about it is he just doesn't really need to. That's what's kind of crazy about him. He doesn't need to. Like, his tanking ability outweighs everything else. Now his passive is live right now. That's why his attack is to where it is right now. So it is going to be a little bit higher than what we saw it before, but it's just crazy, man. We might die here because I brought Turles so we could actually have some damage done to us. So we might actually die here because Turles is going to get hit for a lot of damage. Of course, the one time that I bring Turles, we end up not needing him. I end up having enough damage dealt to me that we didn't need it. But so right there, with no support unit live at all, he broke 2 million attack stat. He tanked for double digits. No type advantage here. Turles is, yeah, so Turles is done. But I like how I brought that unit for that specific reason, but then it ended up happening the way I needed it to anyway. So that was with his second part of his passive being live, where he got the additional 50% attack boost, which is how he broke the 2 million. So if I would have had Turles there without him, you know, obviously transforming, it'd have been closer to probably like 2.3, 2.4 million. That's probably about as max as you're going to see that Golden Freeza get. But now after using him even more, dude, this unit is actually insane. With that though, that is today's video. I'm thoroughly impressed with this unit. Very much so a tanking ability unit. Very much so the versatility here of this unit. I mean, because the thing about it is like we get so fascinated with these huge numbers, right? That when a unit like this and it's only 2.4, you're like, oh, it's whatever. But 2.4 is more than enough, and his more consistent number would be like 1.6 to about 2 million, depending on the support unit that's on the rotation, or if there's no support unit on the rotation. So like 1.6 to 2 million is more of his sort of standard, especially since he's so tanky, as so many units these days are already kind of tanky, not quite on his level, but pretty tanky. You don't really take that much damage, so getting below that 49% HP is not really that easy if you're running an even somewhat stacked team on most events, outside of, I guess, maybe SBR. Maybe I'll hop in with SBR. Maybe I will try an SBR video later. But I did have a lot of footage. I decided to cut it all down. I didn't want to bloat this video just for the sake of bloating it. That seemed pointless to include all that. But basically, after everything you've seen with this EZA, this unit is really good. And it's funny because like I started the video out saying, is I memed my buddy about this unit, and then out here we are with him EZA'd, and I'm probably going to be running Wicked Bloodlines. Absolutely. I was already running a decent amount, but as much as I possibly can, especially as everyone has Metacooler set for, you know, this EZA event. So this unit is really, really good. Also, you notice I'm rocking the Super Sandwich merch. Not much of a plug here. This is Rhymes merch, but I think this is already gone. I think he only did like a limited time. It literally just got here. This hoodie is comfy, dude. This hoodie is nice. Too bad like winter weather is almost just completely gone. Kind of cool this morning, but later this afternoon I won't need this anymore. So anyways, guys, that was today's video. If you happen to be new here, as I said a little bit earlier, you might consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining #NanoFM today. Also consider slapping the like button. This unit is incredible, guys. This unit is awesome. If you're on the global side, be ready. Be absolutely ready, because this unit rocks. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on Nanogenix and off, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.